let's talk about Yoli. I'm going to show you a picture here real quick of the team. This is the dream team as far as I'm concerned. This is the Yoli founders. I want you to know I had a guy call me recently, and his opening statement to me was, "What took you so long?" And my reply was, well, I've been a distributor for 15 years of my life. My dream, my prayer was always that I could find the right company. But I finally realized, how can I find the right company if it's my dream? You know, and I found 5 other individuals that shared that dream. And I want you to know, and some of you may or may not have heard this, I sat down with my wife and I said, look, management can make or break a company, and I've always said that the right management can take a rock, they call it the pet rock, they turn it into a multi-million-dollar idea. I've also said that the wrong management can take the fountain of youth and completely destroy it, and no one will ever hear about it. I want you know, I don't know if some of you have had, for those of you that had partnerships, I think you're going to identify with this. I've had partnerships where it was one of the worst things that ever happened in my life, but the opposite is true. I've had partnerships like my wife. Of married to her for 16 years. It's been one of the best partnerships of my life. I want you to know that every one of the guys that you see on here, I personally have had the opportunity to partner with these guys and to build companies with them. Whether I was building gigantic, large organizations throughout the world, or whether I've actually partnered them with traditional businesses, these are all partners that I can say have been one of the best things that have ever happened in my life. We didn't want to put Yoli together without proven partnership. These guys are not just partners; they're all my good, close friends. I mean, and when I wrote it down on a piece of paper, I said to my wife, if one of these guys tells me no, if they tell me no, I'm not going to do this. Well, they all shared the dream, were excited about the dream, and here we are over 8 months later. Let me just tell you a couple things about these guys. They absolutely love people, and that's so important. They've got their egos in check. We all love this industry, and we've all believed in this industry. We just believe that there's some things that we could do to evolve it. All these guys are financially independent. These are self-made guys. I think it's very important to point out that we've completely self-funded Yoli. Those gentlemen that you just saw on that previous slide all wrote some very big fat checks to make this happen. They have what I call skin in the game. And when you write a check, you know, I had someone ask me the other day, and they said, Rob, can you guarantee this? I go, well, I can't guarantee anything, but I'm going to die trying. I can promise you that. And I'll also tell you all while I'm on the line right now, people say, you know, hey, I work 24/7. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I work 24/5. The other 2 days I give to my wife. That's what's kept balance in my life. And I think that's why I've been married for 16 years. But I will give you a true 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. These are all extremely successful distributors. Like Corey mentioned here earlier, these are guys and individuals that understand what it's like to be a distributor. I have leaders since the inception of Yoli who are calling me, and as I talk to them, it's fun because they realize, hey, I'm you. I've been you for 15 years. I know how you feel. I know this. It is you guys. It is the distributors that will make or break Yoli. It is the distributors that will take Yoli to enormous amounts of success. You are the marketing machine. We as founders need to support. We need to take care of you. We need to love you. We need to spoil you rotten. And we all need to keep each other in check. So let's move forward. Here is one of our facilities. We actually have 3 facilities. This is our facility that's located in South Jordan, Utah. And this is our executive suites. This is a wonderful place so that when you guys, if you decide to fly in, you decide to come out and see us in person, we have 4 conference rooms. We have a meeting center. We have everything that you need to show Yoli, to bring, you know, so that you guys can meet with the founders, so that we can do an event, and it's great for the local community as well. Now, people ask, where are we located? We are located in Salt Lake City, Utah. Why would we be there? Well, all of you guys know, especially those of you who've been around this industry, that Salt Lake City truly is the Silicon Valley of network marketing. The talent pool, the vendors, you know, one of our mission statements says to follow the Henry Ford principle, and that is to surround yourself with excellence. And I don't mean just the founders. I mean as far as who our vendors are, our suppliers are. I want you guys to know something. The reason it has been over 8 months is because we realize that we are putting something together that truly could end up being one of the largest skyscrapers in this industry. Well, you guys all know if it is going to be one of the largest skyscrapers, it is vital and is very important that we spend the time to make sure that that foundation is put properly in place, that the infrastructure is put into place. I want you to know that Rick Isley, who's from Billings, Montana, has moved to Salt Lake City. Robbie Fender, myself, I am moving my family out to Salt Lake City, Utah. Now, we are keeping our homes in Billings. He's keeping his home in Billings. I'm in California, but I'm going to be living there at Ground Zero. Why? Because that's what needs to be done. That's what we need to do to make this thing happen. All right, let me move forward. The other thing that I would like to share with you is our other facility, and there's a great picture of the amazing Darren Falter just working, as always, at the Yoli house. Now, why do we have the Yoli house? I mean, this just proves that we're distributors, guys, because what is this business really all about? It's about building relationships. You know, we'll meet people at the executive office, and it's wonderful, it's nice, and they see that we have a nice facility. But you want to know where the business really happens? It happens here at the Yoli house, where we all get together. Rick Isley, our COO, our CFO of Yoli, he cooks us these incredible gourmet meals, and we get to break bread together. And guess what? We get to know people, and a lot of you on this line right now have already had the opportunity to hang out at the Yoli house, and if you haven't yet, we're looking forward to having you out there. We really do want to get to know you. I'll tell you what comes natural to all of us founders, is because we've been distributors all these years, we love people. That's one of the biggest reasons I got involved in this industry. I love meeting people, and I'll tell you, it's funny. I'll never forget my very first convention I ever went to. I whispered to my wife, and she says, "Why are you so excited?" I said, "There's people like me here, hyperactive, ADD type A personalities, and they're all like me, and I'm so happy I finally found all my brothers and sisters." And from that day, I've been a part of this industry. All right, let me move forward here. What's the Yoli mission all about? First and foremost, guys, and this is so important, it's about changing lives, isn't it? And that's what I love about what we're doing. It's about introducing a product with a wow factor. We didn't want to come out, like Corey had mentioned earlier, we didn't want to come out with another Me Too juice, another Me Too pill, or another lotion. We wanted something that truly was unique, truly something that made people say, wow. We wanted to follow the Henry Ford principle, like I mentioned here earlier. We want to surround ourselves with excellence. We wanted to also recognize the beverage trends that are out there, and we want to expose the truth about these beverages. So with that being said, let's talk a little bit about this multi-billion-dollar liquid beverage industry. Now, as you can see here, I'm putting on different products, and these are all multi-million-dollar products in this industry. Look, here's what I'm trying to prove. That what we're trying to prove right now, and the truth that we're exposing, is that people want to drink their health. People want to drink their energy. People want to drink the whole foods. People want to drink. And I'm telling you, even during these economic hard times, whether a person's, going through a hard time losing their home, whether a person's going through a bankruptcy, they're still buying their beverages. It hasn't stopped. They're continuing to buy them. I mean, this little product right here in the middle here, this vitamin water, I'm sure you all are aware of the fact, you may or may not be, that Coca-Cola wrote a check for over $4.2 billion. That's with a B. Companies don't write billion-dollar checks unless they recognize and see a billion-dollar industry, and see growth potential with these companies. Now, with that being said, guys, what is the number one priority of all of these, of these companies? I'll show you right here. It's shelf life, and it has to be shelf life, and it makes complete and total sense, because if we want less waste, no bacterial growth, and that equals more income potential. And so if we want to create shelf life of these beverage industries, what do they have to do? Well, here's what a lot of people don't understand, and I'll be the first to tell you myself, I didn't realize it as well, and that was that the beverage industry, the beverage products that are out there, are hot fill. They're pasteurized. They're aseptic processing. 99%, and I'm talking about your energy drinks, I'm talking about your vitamin drinks, I'm talking about all of your juices. All of them are pasteurized. They are all cooked. All of a sudden I realized, wait a minute, that makes sense. If they didn't cook it, if it was alive, it would blow up. That's the whole reason, for those of you who understand the canned food industry. What do we know about the canned foods? They radiate the canned food. So, and then all of a sudden, you have to ask the question, and this is a question no one's ever gotten wrong. What happens to the nutritional value of these beverages when they're boiled? Well, simple answer: pasteurization kills, right? Pasteurization kills. Here, this is from Laura Lipinski. She's a certified nutritional consultant. She states it kills friendly bacteria, greatly diminishes the nutrient content, substantial loss of vitamin A, C, D, and E, up to 80% less effective after pasteurization. The vitamin Bs are completely destroyed. It destroys the beneficial enzymes, antibodies, and hormones. So we realize, wait a minute, if it's killing everything, if it's dead, wait a minute, how about this apple juice that they say it's like eating a couple apples? Well, it's a lie. It's not. Don't ever say that apple juice is like eating apples, because it doesn't have live active enzymes. It doesn't have the fiber contact. In fact, what it has is high fructose corn syrup. And then if you read the ingredients, not only does it say that, it'll say sugar. They even add more sugar to it, because they realize that sugar is an addictive ingredient, and people like it, and then they want more and more of it.